Hi there, my name is Tenali Thurston. I'm a third year student at Colorado State University, and I am currently writing an empirical research paper based off of the cannabis industry and foreseeing what the cannabis industry could do to our economy if we were to federally legalize marijuana usage recreationally. And what that would entail is we would need to declassify marijuana as a Schedule 1 drug. And right now, as a Schedule 1 drug, it is perceived to be dangerous and to have no medicinal value. However, there's been research and important information and evidence that proves otherwise. And this is why I believe it could be a viable opportunity for the United States and our economy. So to start off, if we were to federally legalize it, we would have more of a need for people to grow and harvest the herb, and that would employ thousands, if not millions, of civilians nationwide. And then we would need people to sell and distribute it. And in order to sell it, there are people that need to get badges so they could be a bud tender. And a bud tender would need to be able to abide to the law and make sure they're not selling to minors. Also need to have knowledge of the product. That way the people who are purchasing it are going to know what kind of experience they're going to get from certain strains, and also if they're going in for a purpose for a certain kind of body ache or anything, that way the bud tender would be able to help them the most efficiently. And then not only for the training purposes, but there would also be a need for management on the local level and the national level, corporate level, and whatnot. Marijuana is known to have medicinal properties, and to further explore those, we would need to have researchers who would be able to study the herb and synthesize different compounds and be able to test these and be able to generate different things for different causes. And then we would have people who need to distribute it, which could also even impact the whole pharmaceutical industry in a positive way. It may become more affordable, there might be more widespread. We don't really know quite yet. Only a total of 31 states have legalized it medicinally. However, the markets for marijuana and cannabis-based medicines are now expanding, but they have been suppressed for a while. And then if we federally declassify it as a Schedule 1 drug, we would be able to use hemp, because in the past we haven't been able to use hemp because it does have THC in it, which is the psychoactive compound in marijuana. And what hemp could do for us, it has over 25,000 known applications, but just to list a few, we could make paper out of it, we could make biodegradable plastic out of it, we could make textiles for clothing out of it, and clothing is actually one of the most polluting industries that exists, so that is significant. And then also we can make fuel, which could also solve the issue we have if we were to deplete our oil reservoirs. And then I think it would be beneficial if we were to federally legalize it, because it would cause more tourism here as well. Colorado, for example, I did a case study in Colorado, and there was a lot of revenue generated strictly just for the purpose of coming to Colorado to enjoy the recreational use of marijuana. There's a lot of tax revenue which went directly to schools and different programs for people for different drug addiction and community engagement and so on, which was definitely a positive aspect of legalizing it recreational here on the local and state level. And then we would have people who would have products and services and the need to market that and the need to manage those companies, which could also employ millions of people on the state, local, and national level, depending if the companies and whatnot. And then if we were to do that, we would also need to allocate our resources. We could put more money into our education, our communities around there, our government, and as well as our health. And then we could also put less money into prosecution for people who have it, consume it, distribute it, as long as they are not giving to minors. I think that it would be beneficial for the places that are up and coming as well, because it could stimulate those local economies and employ more people. I hope that you enjoyed this and that it was very insightful. It's a multifaceted industry. I think it has a lot of opportunity for the United States. Have a good night. Bye bye.